Hey, what is going on, viewers? Welcome back to another episode of Building an Axis in LEGO. Today we have oh my god, I always forget this. I never freaking know. Anyways, guys, welcome back to week number 12 of Building an Axis in LEGO. First of all, if you guys are brand new to the channel, you have no idea what I'm doing here. Essentially, I'm building a giant mock, a LEGO creation of the Fort Anaxes setting from Clone Wars coming up in the season trailer. So definitely subscribe and stay up to date with those videos. Now, before we go ahead and get started, of course, I want to give a huge thank you to our two series sponsors here on the channel in no particular order. Number one, we got Brick Stuff. You all know Rob's amazing custom third-party light up company. They make literally the best light up products you can use in your own LEGO creations, and some of which I will be using in the finale of Anaxes. So definitely stay tuned and go check out Rob's stuff. Again, it's www.brickstuff.com, link down below in the description. And if you are checking out, use coupon code TBW10 to save 10% off of your order for some awesome light up kits. And last but certainly not least, we have David Hall's company, Minifigs for You, custom printed minifigures. Now, as some of you may know, Minifigs for You has graciously supplied the Bad Batch squad for my Anaxes mock, which again you will see in the finale. Links to all the sponsors are down below in the description. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into the nitty-gritty stuff for this week. What does week 12 of Building Anaxes in LEGO have in store for you? Well, so you guys who have been watching the series for a little bit, let's just briefly take a 20-second recap of what happened last week. What happened last week was my orders didn't come in time. I wasn't able to get nearly enough progress done, and I promised you that I was going to get a lot of stuff done this week. Well, combined, I probably got 7 or 8 hours of work into the mock this week throughout a couple of days. I remember working on the mock a couple of times in the morning, and then Friday, which was yesterday, I spent a lot of time working on the stuff that I'm going to be showing you guys today. So this week is certainly not going to disappoint. I ended up getting those 2 corner walls like 99% done, just waiting on a couple of more orders for some plates to top it off. But then I ended up working so much on the mock this week, I actually ran out of parts for the wall. Again, orders that are coming in hopefully very early next week. That way for this next segment that we have, week 13, I'll be able to get all the wall done. But guys, we got so much done today. I'm really happy and proud of what we got done this week. Definitely the past couple of weeks have been iffy with progress, but I'm really hard set on this late December, early January release dates. And of course, because of you guys' support and generous donations on my live streams, I'm really motivated now to really get this done. So I'm very happy with how it's going. Now, of course, before we go ahead and get on into the segment, if you guys do enjoy, of course, drop a like down below and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. And with that being said, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. I think let's just jump right in to the segment. Alright, let's dive into the time lapses for this weekend. And I'm not going to commentate over the entire thing. It's going to be a part of this where you can just kind of relax, listen, and watch. But here, first off, I did start raising the platforms on either side for the wall, at least to support the wall for either side of the mock. This was a pretty boring process, so I didn't really film it on live stream or something like that. But then we slowly moved towards working onto the wall. Now, I apologize, this specific time-lapse clip, the wall kept moving away from me, so it kind of gets out of frame a little bit. But you can see here that the wall is something that takes a lot of parts. You can see the infrastructure between it, and honestly, I'm getting really sick and tired of building this damn wall. I want it to be done because, most importantly, I am really excited to move on towards other projects part of the mock. But in the end, I did end up getting both of the corner walls done and even started moving on towards other aspects. But for the rest of the time lapse, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alrighty guys, let's talk a little bit about what we got done for this week. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we got a tremendous amount of stuff done. I got so much stuff done that I ran out of parts to continue the wall. So first off, let's just briefly recap what we had done last week. Now, last week we had none of these support structures up on either side, and these walls are probably about a third of the way done. So that should be one of the most important things that you recognize here. Now, we did get these back 2 corner walls done, and I cannot be more happy. Now, they are actually like 99% done. I'm just waiting on more of the 4x6 plates to come off, and then we could plate the top off and have that done. But that is going to be where the back of the wall is, and obviously if you get a try to back up as much as I can, you can kind of get a view of just how large the fort is and how much room we still have to work with for the walls. So that is the most important thing. Now, like I said before, I completely ran out of brick. I actually ran out of the 1x2 modified brick right there. It's actually really expensive. So I have a lot of those parts coming in later on this week, and hopefully the idea for next week is going to be actually to continue finishing these 2 sections. Now, that being said, another thing that I worked on off camera, I didn't really time lapse too much, but I did finish getting all these support structures up on top, so that way when the walls are done we can just kind of plop on the walls and be done with it. So we got those done for both sides. That was a little bit of a boring process, and that's kind of honestly why I didn't really record any of it, just because it was really simple. You guys can see it's just basically stacking up bricks every so often and then plating it and then obviously tiling it. Now that process did really take some time because I had to do it for essentially 4 gray base plates in length going all the way down, and you know, if you view it from up here it doesn't look too big, but then if you take a view from here you can see it's over there is kind of far away. So I did spend probably about maybe a couple of hours just doing that simply, and that's where a lot of the work came in for this week. So again, we got these 2 corner walls done. Looks great. Now we can finally get an area or estimate as to where the exit's going to be. We can also get an estimate as to what the general size of the base is going to be, because up until then we've had the front walls done pretty much ever since week 2 or 3, but we've never been able to fully see the base going this way and see what area is going to be captured in it. But now, since we have those back 2 corners, we can finally see what area the base is going to consist of and how much room we're going to have to work with, which is something I'll talk a lot about in this segment. And the other thing that we did work on a lot is going to be these pieces right here. So obviously once I did finish both corner walls, I did have an area here that I had to work with. I decided to make this section not connected to either corner is precisely for traveling, so that way when I'm done building and when I need to pack it up for Chicago or Virginia, hopefully I can literally just lift up this section right here, and then that separates from either of the 2 corners. I did put it in there like snugly just so it can kind of look seamless for the video, but essentially each side of wall is made up in 3 sections. 1, 2, and then 3. So both of these sections come up and put them away, sort them, wrap them in saran wrap, something like that, just to make it easier for when I travel. So in total, there are 6 sections of the walls. We have 4 corners and 2 straights, and this is what I had done here. Now this area, actually, I would have finished this entire thing this week. Like I said, I ran out of parts. I actually ran out of these 1x2 bricks right here that I told you about. I'm running low on these 2x2, but all those parts are ordered and hopefully will be coming in sometime really soon, hopefully from this week. So again, the idea for next week is going to be having an entire base wall done. That way, hopefully next week, when you guys see this picture right here, it's gonna look nearly done in terms of the base wall. So we're gonna order enough plates, enough bricks to finally get all the wall sections up. Now guys, I gotta be honest with you, I am really sick and tired of building these walls. I've been building, this is like the only structure we've built on Anaxes. It's been 11-12 weeks, and honestly it might even be a little deceiving, but there are a crazy amount of bricks in just one section of the wall. It's like, I think it's over like 1,000 or at least 1,500, something like that. Like, you don't think it's that much, but it really is, and that's just kind of where all the manpower, all the brick, all the money for the first kind of third of this build series has been going towards finishing and working towards these wall parts right here. So like I said, I'm really sick and tired of it. I love the wall design. I'm absolutely in love with the wall design. I think it came out great, and I really do love how it's coming out, but I really just can't wait to be done with this wall series now, because I'm at the point in the series where, yes, I'm still pushing for a late December or early January release day, so I do want to start getting into all the fun stuff in the side. We can have the barracks and the shield generator and the med bay, so I'm just really motivated right now to get done with the wall, more importantly, so I can get done, you know, and start moving on to the interior of the base, the fun stuff, where the buildings and all the actions are going to be taking place and all the details and all that great stuff. I also, quick side note, did take away the clones because I packed them away. I just put them in a case right here just because I didn't feel like they needed really to be out. So I got all of my clones in here. I'll show you guys. I still have to order a lot more helmets if I do want to still have all these P1 guys be in the mock. I just have to make them phase 2, but here we have all the phase 2 officers and then all the Ahsoka troopers, the Bad Batch. We got Borat right there too. So I just put these guys away because I really don't need them out. It's just taking up a lot of space I could use for actually working on the mock. So I just keep them in these little really cheap Walmart bins right here. Then I store them right in here. So that's kind of where the clones are staying for now, most likely until the end of the series, or if I get like another sort of batch of troopers, I'll make another clone army update. So in total, I think I probably worked for about 7-8 hours or so on the mock this week. Again, getting these support structures up, finishing the walls on the corners, and then starting these ones right here. Like I said, I'm out of parts, and those same parts should be coming in later this week. But I think where this segment really shines, and I always talk about this, and I always talk about the sense of scale, right? Anyone who's been watching my channel for a while knows that I like to really do good on sense of scale. Obviously, the vehicles are different because it's hard to scale vehicles with buildings, especially with the small of a mock, if that makes sense. But what's great about this is you could finally take a step back and look at the overhead view of Anaxes and look at all what we have to work with for the inside. Up until then, it's kind of been eyeballing, right? You know, I've said in segments before, you know, here's going to be the barracks and here's going to be the shield generator. Well, now we finally have a really good estimate as to where the stuff's going to go. We're going to have the barrack right there, then we're going to have a little special radio thing right there and a shield generator. So that's like a really good idea now, because we have the perimeter, right? It's kind of hard to design a mock and design what's going to go inside a specific area if you don't have all the perimeters sort of squared away. But now we do. Now we have the corner walls done on either side, and that's going to be a really great tool for when it comes to actually designing the barracks. Because now I have an exact stud length as to how much room I have to work with, and that's really going to be a great tool going forward, making all the stuff. So that's going to be fantastic. I've also come to the conclusion, yes, I will be including 2 helipads. I'm going to be moving this one to the right slightly, have one more here, and then we're going to have that med bay right here. So I have come to the conclusion 2 gunships is just really important to me. I want to really capture the sense that Fort Anaxes is like a huge military base with a giant installation of military forces. So that's kind of what we're going to go with there. But honestly, guys, a lot of work this week, a lot of progress done for this week, and I really am motivated to really keep pushing for that December 25th release, which would be really cool if I was able to get there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the segment. I hope you guys really do appreciate and acknowledge all the work that we got done this week. And I say we because you guys are a huge part of this build series. Huge thank you to everybody who donated. If you guys want to go ahead and check out any of them, I'll leave their username down below. Thank you guys so much. But I say we in this build series, like we got done so much work because you guys are an equal part of this. You guys watching me on live streams, encouraging me on Instagram, watching my videos is all a huge part of why this series is thriving right now and why I'm so motivated. So you watching this right now, you are an equal part of this series, and I truly appreciate you. Now that being said, I give you one last look at Anaxes right now. I think this is looking fantastic, and well, let's just go ahead and head on to the outro of today's video. So with that being said, that brings a close to building Anaxes in LEGO week number 12. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments what you're thinking of the progress and anything else about the mock. Now, of course, I do have some really exciting stuff to share with you guys next week. I'm currently finalizing the left side of Anaxes, the fort itself, the buildings, all that stuff in studio. So hopefully next week I'm going to have a render to show you guys for all that stuff. So that's crazy. I actually have had a few viewers of the channel in the series send me emails with their own studio files to use, and I gotta say, a lot of the inspiration I'm getting is coming from those people who are emailing me their own work designs in studio and LDD. So I'll leave my email right here on your screen right now. If you guys have any files to send me that you can think of I could use for Anaxes, go ahead and send me them. Of course, if I do end up using anything remotely like what you sent me, I will of course give you credit, so definitely do that if you guys have any designs you'd like to see me use. I think for this week we got a lot done. This was a really big, crucial week. I definitely wasn't happy with the progress for last week, but we did get a lot of stuff done, and I really do hope you guys appreciate that and really do acknowledge the fact that what we got done is great, and we're on a really good sort of road right now, continuing throughout the next couple of weeks in the segments. So of course, as I do like to sort of wrap up every video, I do want to talk to you about where the future of this series holds, what's going to be coming up later for the work and the segments, what's going to be the main focus. Now for next week, I do have parts coming in, which, crossing my fingers, they come in on time. I'm going to be able to finish the entire wall. So then, hypothetically, after next week, when we do have the entire wall done, we're going to jump right on into building the buildings, most notably starting with the barracks and the shield generators. Probably for the next 2 or 3 segments after that, I will be placing orders throughout the next couple of days to slowly start to accumulate some of those pieces. That way I'm not kind of breaking my bank account all in one order. But my motivation for this mock right now is through the roof. I don't understand what happened. I don't honestly know what's going on, but I'm just on like a high right now of wanting to get stuff done, because I look at it and so much is being done and so much is getting done, and that's just a huge driving force for me right now, and I'm loving the series, guys. And of course, like I said before, a part of the series about me saying when I'm talking about progress that we get done. It's not me. And I use the term we because it's also you guys. You guys watch this video right now, like, you just think you're watching a video just to get some entertainment or whatever, but you guys watch this video does seriously mean a lot, and that's a huge motivation for me because I know people are like not dependent on me, but they really are looking forward to seeing this thing done. So you guys are equal a part of this process right now, and I do want to thank all of you, and especially those of you who have donated. So with that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, drop a like for what we got going on, guys. I'm really hard set on getting this done before the start of 2020, or like maybe January 1st would be even cool, but we'll see. But the progress is going great. I'm loving this series. I'm enjoying myself right now, and that's the most important thing. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you are not subscribed for whatever reason, definitely consider subscribing. It means a lot to me. I think you're going to want to see where this progress goes in the future. Until then, guys, I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.